Recording in progress.
Hari Om, Suprabhatam. Welcome to another session of Ola Sanskrit Sahitya lecture series, and we are reading Madhyama-vyayoga, a very unique play by Mahakavi Bhasa, and it depicts the meeting of Bhimasena with his wife Hidimba and his own son Ghatotkacha in the most dramatic manner anybody would have imagined, So let us read from where we stopped last time. But before that, a prayer as usual. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. So last time we saw that Ghatotkacha has allowed that Madhyama Brahmana Putra to go and drink water, and now that and he is calling him loudly, Bho Madhyama, and Bhimasena makes an entry, and Madhyama Putra also comes in the meanwhile, and he says, I will go because I have already sacrificed myself. But Bhimasena says, no, this is my duty as a Kshatriya to protect the Praja, and therefore I won't allow you to be killed by the Rakshasa. I will go instead of you, And then he won't go as promised. He challenges Ghatotkacha and says, Yadite Shaktirasti Balatkarena Mamnaya. If you have that much power to drag me along with you, do that. I am not going to follow you. And Ghatotkacha asking, do you know who I am? Yes, I know. You are my son. Mat putra iti jane. Katham tava putroham. Katham rushyati. Bhimasena is a lighter mode. Here we come, across Bhaso Hasaha. Bhasa gives a very subtle type of humor. He doesn't require any character like Vidushaka for the creation of humor. None of the Bhasa's plays has, not none of the Bhasa's plays, Swapna Vasavadattam has, but then other plays where Vidushaka is not depicted as a character, even then we get these streaks of smiles through, very light humor by Bhasa. Bhimasena says, Katham Rushyati Marshayatu Bhavan. I was just joking. And then he says, Sarvah Prajaha Kshatriyanam Putra Shabdena Abhidhiyante. Is it not true that all the subjects, all the people in the country for a Kshatriya are like his own progeny? Ataevam Maya Abhitam. That's why I called you as Putra. I don't mean it, okay? Please don't get upset. Then Ghatotkacha, Bhitanam Ayudham Grihitam. This is like a frightened person, You are calling me as my son so that, you want some mercy from me. You are expecting some compassion from me. But I am not doing that. I am a Rakshasi Putra. I will drag you and take you as ahara for my mother. That's what he says. So, Bhitanam Ayudham Grihitam. Bhimasena says, what is Bhiti? What is Bhaya? I don't know what fear is. Shapami satyena bhayanna jane. Jnatum tadichhami bhavat samipe. Kim rupame tat vadabhadratasya guna gunadnyasya drisham prapatsya. Very lightly he says, what is Bhaya? Satyena shapami. I swear. I don't know what fear means. Really, I don't know what fear is. Satyami, Shapami, Satyena, Bhayan na jane. But I would like to know what it is. Jnatum tadichhami. And who will teach me that? You, Bhavat Samipe. You say, no, I am a bhita, I am a coward, and therefore I am, treating you, calling you as my son. But I don't know what fear means. I would like to know it from you. Jnatum tadichhami bhavat sameepe kim rupametat vada bhadra. O Bhadra, O noble person. Though he is a Rakshasi Putra, Bhimasena now knows that he is its son. So all good Sambodhanas gather there, O Bhadra, O noble person. Kim Rupametad Vada. What is the nature of fear? How does it look? What it is? What is its characteristic? What are the dharmas? Let me know from you. Kim Rupametad Vada Bhadra Tasya. Why? Because Guna Gunadnyaha. Because you know Dnyaha. Gunam cha agunam cha guna gunau tau janati sa guna gunadnyaha. One who knows the gunas and the avagunas, agunas, So you best know what bhaya is, what are its qualities and what are its vices, the virtues and the vices, You know it tulyena sadrusham. So you are the right person under whom I can learn what bhaya is. So come on, teach me. Tell me what bhaya is. And therefore, because I know you, it seems that you are the guna gunadnya prapatsye. I have a feeling that you are the best person to know the pros and the cons of bhaya. And therefore, jnatum tadichhami. Therefore, I would like to know it. Kim rupametat vada. What is that? Tell me. Ghatotkacha, with all the pride, he says, Eshate bhayamupadishami. I will teach you what bhaya is. I will show what bhaya means. Grihatam ayudham. Take hold of some weapon. Wield some weapon in your hand, and then the way I am going to strike you, you will know what fear means. Grihatam ayudham. Ayudhamiti grihitam. Oh, you mean ayudha? Okay, I take it. Bhimasena doesn't take any ayudha. His bahu, his arm itself is the ayudha for him. Okay? Ayudhamiti. Oh, you mean to say that I should take some ayudha, I should wield some weapon in my hand, and then you will show me what fear is. Okay, grihitam. Kathamiva. What is that? I don't see any ayudha in your hand. Then Bhimasena says, Kanchana stambha sadrisho ripunam nigrahe rataha ayam tu dakshino bahuhu ayudham sahajam mama. Ayam me dakshino bahuhu. This my right hand. That is my natural ayudha. Ayudham sahajam mama. This is my natural. Sahajam is literally born with myself, born with me. Sahajayate iti sahajam. So when I was born with this robust physique, this stout body, I got this kanchana stambha sadrishaha bahuhu. I got this right arm which is as rounded, as stout and as hard as kanchana, as gold. Okay? Kanchana stambha sadrishaha ayam me dakshinaha bahuhu yaha sahaja mama sah utpannaha mama bhavena jataha saha ripunam nigrahe rataha. And this bahu always takes relish, it revels in punishing the enemies. Ripunam nigrahe, nigrahe damane. Ripunam nigrahe rataha ayam kanchana stambha sadrishaha mama bahuhu mama dakshinaha bahuhu mama sahajam ayudham. I don't need any other weapon. This bahu itself works and fulfills the purpose of a weapon. Ghatotkacha says, Idam upapannam pituhu me bhimasenasya. This is possible only with my father, Bhimasena. He still doesn't know that the person to whom to whom he is talking is his father. So this is upapanna, this is possible, this flows in line, falls in stream only with one person in the world, and that is my father. See the pride for his father he has, right? Because Hidimba has been telling him the kathas, the stories of Bhimasena's valor and how he has vanquished Hidimba, her own brother, only through Niyuddha, only through the Malla Yuddha or Bahu Yuddha. So she must have been telling, when Bhimasena is not near, it's always, like the mothers train their children, telling them the stories of the valor of their fathers. So even if they don't meet, they have that, they are getting inspiration from the stories, the tales of the fathers. Idam upapannam pituhume. This is my father's domain, what you can say. This is his area of Bahu Yuddha. Mama pituhu Bhimasenasya idam upapannam. This doesn't behove you. This doesn't suit you. Only my father can boast of this. Then Bhimasena, mazak karne ka mood hai Bhimasena ka. Okay, he just wants to mock at and gets to know, drag some information, extract some information from Ghatotkacha, what he knows of his father and what sort of feelings he nurtures for his father. Atha koyam bhimo nama. Who is this fellow called Bhima? Atha koyam bhimo nama. Is he Vishwakarta, Shivaha, Krishnaha, Shakraha, Shaktidharaha, Yamaha? Eteshu kathyatam bhadra kenate sadrushah pita? Very mockingly, very mockingly. This is the subtle humor, very light humor Bhasa brings in, very lovable, very charming and adorable. He says, he enumerates 6 deities, 6 gods, who are known for their valor, who are known for their bravery, and then asks, in a very sarcastic, mocking tone, Eteshu, amongst these, Kathyatam Bhadra, O noble one, tell me, Kenate sadrushaha pita? Te pita, kena sadrushaha? Your father could be compared to whom amongst these 6? And the 6 names which are enumerated, each one name is a great name in Indian ethos, Vishwakarta. Vishwakarta, Vishwam karoti iti Vishwakarta. That is Brahma. Vishwakarta is Brahma. One who has thought of and created the entire universe. Not only the human beings, but the inanimate Jada, Jagat as well. So Vishwakarta is Brahma, Hiranyagarbha, Sutratma, Brahmadeva, who is born from the Nabhi Kamala of Anantashesha, Anantashayana, all these things. So Vishwakarta, does he have that much power as Vishwakarta? That is one. Shivaha, Shiva is Shankara, but Shiva is the Layakarta. If he cannot be equated with the Kritishilata, can he be equated, can he be upamita with the Layakartrutva? Can he diminish, destroy the creation? Because Shiva is the Layakarta. Okay? So if he is not a Brahma, is he equal to Shiva or Krishna? Krishna is not just a Vasudeva Devaki Nandana Krishna. Akarshati chetansi nrunam iti Krishna. One who attracts the minds of the people. Akarshati janan iti Krishna. Okay. So is he that powerful who attracts all the beings towards him? Is he Krishna? And then Krishna, if you take the name of Krishna, then the entire Bhagavata, the entire Mahabharata, Harivansha Purana would emerge in front of you. How Krishna killed Narakasura, how Krishna was the person who, inspired Pandavas, especially Bhimasena, to kill Jarasandha, and other demons and release the ladies, who were captivated by Jarasandha and all this. So Krishna comes with so many things, his diplomacy, his strategic planning, and then holding the Sudarshana Chakra and killing Chediraja, Shishupala, so many things. So is he like Krishna? Shakraha, Shakra is Sakshat, Devaraja, Indra. Shakraha kasmat, Shaknotehe Shakraha. One who is able to do what? Whatever you want. Whatever you expect from him. Shaknotehe Shakraha. Is he Shakra? Is he the overlord of all these deities? The king of all the gods? Shakraha. Shaktidharaha. Shaktidharaha. Shaktim dharate iti Shaktidharaha. Shaktim dharayati iti va Shaktidharaha. Nama Kumaraha Kartikeyaha. Subrammanyaha. Okay? Sharavanaha. So this is it a Kartikeya who wields Shakti? It is his distinguishing epithet. Shaktidhara is Kumara, Kartikeya. Because at a very young age, he could defeat Tarakasura. And therefore Shaktidhara comes with that much valor, who could kill a great demon who was like invincible by the gods, and a small boy could kill him. So is it Shaktidharaha or Yamaha? Yamaha kasmat? Yamanat, Damanat, Nigrahat. So Yama is the deity who punishes all the beings at the end of their life. It is not just punishing, it is controlling. It's not just punishing. It is controlling your punya and apunya and then sending you to different lokas accordingly for the enjoyment or the suffering, whatever befits you. So all these six, they have different specialities of their own, distinguishing epithets of their own, and each one is supreme in his own area. So is it Vishwakarta, Shivaha, Krishnaha, Shakraha, Shaktidharaha, athava Yamaha? Eteshu kathyatam badra kenate sadrishah pita. With whom your father could be likened, could be compared. Oh, tell me, the noble one. Ghatotkacha very proudly. See the pride about his father, in his mind. Sarvaihi, he says, Sarvaihi. He can be compared with all. My father is like Vishwakarta, Brahma. He is like Layakarta, Shiva. He is like Akarshaka, like Krishna. He Shaknotehe. He is able to do anything and achieve anything. He can be likened with Devaraja Indra. He is as valiant as Shaktidhara Kumara, and he is as brave to control everybody like Yama. So, Sarvaihi Sadrishaha Me Pita. Kitna abhiman hai, right? So much abhimana, pride for his father. These are the samskaras a mother puts in the child, that even if a mother has some, like nok joke for her husband, for her children, she will build up the image of the father that he is the best amongst all, right? So, Sarvaihi, Bhimasena said, Dig, Anritametad. Oh, you are telling all lies. Dig, Anritametad. You are just kidding. How can a mortal person, be equated with all these put together? Dig, Anritametad, sarcastically. Ghatotkacha gets angered by this. Katham Anrutamithyaha. Oh, you are saying it is lie? I will show you. This is not a lie. I am telling you the truth. My father is the greatest. You have seen the advertisement, right? My father is the strongest. My father is the greatest. So no, he is equal to all these six put together. Katham Anrutamithyaha. Kshipasi me gurum? Are you insulting my father? My guru? Guru is father, elderly person. Kshipasi me gurum, adhikshipasi me gurum, you are insulting, you are humiliating, you are criticizing my father. Bhavatu imam sthulam vriksham utpatya praharami. I will, uproot this huge tree and throw it at you. Rakshasa, too much of bahubala, physical strength. Imam sthulam, not a small branch of a tree. Sthulam vriksham, utpatya, uproot it and throw it at you. Utpatya praharati. Now, see, this is where the enactment comes. In the Bharata's Natya Shastra, Bharata Muni gives you two types of acting, It is Lokadharmi and Natyadharmi. Lokadharmi and Natyadharmi. Lokadharmi is, like you are reading a book, you actually take a book and read it. This is a Lokadharma. This is Lokadharma. The actual property is there. But now Sthulam Vriksham Utpatya, is it possible on the stage to show that? This is Natya Dharma. He will act, that person who is enacting the role of Ghatotkacha, he will go near the corner of a stage and as if he is, uprooting a huge tree, root ke saath, moolon ke saath, and then he is lifting it and throwing. So this is all acting. This is Natya Dharmi. This is not Lokadharmi, this is Natya Dharmi. In Swapnavasavattam, one of the plays of Bhasa again, the Rajakanya, the princess Padmavati comes with the Kanduka Krida. She is doing Kanduka Krida. Are we expecting the Padmavati, the princess, to actually play a ball on the stage? It is not actual ball. I mean, once we had, some of my students had done this drama some 25-30 years ago and they took actual one ball, and they were playing with that. But such type of ball must not have been there in Bhasa's time. It would have been, the cloth ball or something like that. So doing that, so one of the faculty, they said, he said, oh, you could have done it in Natyadharmi and not Lokadharmi. So the students only had directed the drama, they only enacted, so it was just fun for them. But then it is like, she is playing with the ball, playing like, and then somebody is catching and then hitting. So it becomes so charming to see on the stage. It is not the actual ball they are playing and catching, So Natyadharmi is more relishable. So Vruksham Utpatya Praharati. Katham Anenapi na shakyate hantum. Bhimasena just wards it off like this, Gaya. So Anenapi na shakyate hantum. I am not able to hit at him. Na shakyate hantum. Hantum is not really kill here. Hit or strike, Kinnu khalu karishye. What shall I do now? Bhavatu trishtam. Okay. What will I do? Etad girikutam utpatya praharami. I will, chop off the tip of the mountain. Giri Kuta. Kuta is the Shikhara, the tip of the mountain. Giri Shrunga or Giri Shikhara. That Giri Kutam Utpatya, I will chop it off and throw that big stone, hurl it at him. Girikutam Utpatya Praharami. And he says, Shailakutam Maya Kshiptam Prananadaya Yasyati. The tree could not kill you, okay, but this Girikuta, the heavy stone, that will certainly deprive you of your life. Pranan Adaya Yasyati. Kim Yasyati? Shailakutam. Kidrusham Shailakutam Maya Kshiptam. The tip of the mountain hurled at you by me will certainly take away your life and will come back. Bhima says, Rishtopi kunjaro vanyo na vyaghram dharshayed vane. This is not just a physical fight, this is a verbal fight as well, you know. So this is like Lokokti Alankara in the second line when Bhimasena says, Rushtopi Kunjaraha. Kunjara is hathi, elephant, Gajaha. Rushtaha api, wild elephant, though he is very enraged, very angry, Rushtopi Kunjara, and that Kunjara is Vanya, wild elephant. So two adjectives for Kunjara. Kunjara is elephant, he is Vanya, number one, wild, so they are as it is very ferocious, and secondly he is angered. He is angered, so all the more ferocious, and nobody can face the elephants like that. So Rushtopi Kunjaro Vanyo, but such a wild and angry elephant cannot drag a Vyaghra, a tiger, in the forest. So you may be, because of your mighty physique, robust body, Rakshasi Putra, you may, and dark in color like an elephant. Okay, so dark in color like an elephant. You are Vanya, you are staying in forest. So you are Vanya and you are angry because you are not able to kill me. So this is perfectly befitting Ghatotkacha, a perfect Purnopama, what we say, right? So Vanyaha, Kunjaraha, Vanyaha and Rishtaha, Kunjaraha is Ghatotkacha, but I am like a tiger. I am like a tiger, the king of the forest. So even though an elephant is angry, the elephant is wild, such an elephant doesn't have the courage to drag, to subjugate a tiger in the forest. So if you are an elephant, I am like a tiger. And it is always the tiger and the lion who pounce upon the temples of the elephants and break it open. And so these are the like the Loka Kathas. So this is Lokokti Alankara in this Anushtup Chanda. So Rushtopi Kunjaro Vanyo Navyaghram Darshayed Vane. And this becomes a drishtanta that though you are angry, you cannot overpower me. I am more powerful than you. So this is the hint. Ghatotkachaha prarhitya katham anenapi na shakyate hantum. Oh, this Girikuta also fails. It doesn't work. What do I do now? Katham anenapi na shakyate hantum kinnu khalu karishye. What should I do? What shall I do? Bhavatu drishtam. Okay. Some other thing, he remembers something, and that he says that he is very powerful because number one, he is the son of Bhimasena, and secondly, he is the grandson of Vayu, and he is very expert in the Malla Yuddha or Bahu Yuddha, So he thinks of that. Nanvaham Bhimasenasya putraha pautro nabhasvataha tishtaidanim susannadho niyuddhe nasti matsamaha. Tishtha, stay here. The Girikuta and the Sthula Vruksha could not harm you, but now there is none equal to me in Bahu Yuddha, in Niyuddha. So stand here and face my Niyuddha, the skill of Malla Yuddha. Why? Because Nanu Aham, I am indeed, Nanu, indeed, the son of Bhimasena, Bhimasenasya putraha, and pautraha, putrasya putraha, pautraha, pautraha kasya nabhasvataha, nabhasvan nama Vayuho. So Vayoho pautraha, Bhimasenasya cha putraha aham, Matsadrishaha nasti kopi niyuddhe ataha sannadhaha susannadhaha tishtha. Prepare yourself. Be prepared to have a duel fight with me. Iti ubhau niyuddham kurutaha. So both have a fight. It is actually, you can show it on the stage with some actions, Bahu Yuddha, like the mandalas the people take. One time the Ghatotkacha will be staying here and Bhimasena will be here. They just change their position. Bhimasena would come here, Ghatotkacha would come there, and then they will hold each other's arms and try to twist the arms and overpower each other. So this could be actually shown on the stage with some actions. So iti ubhau niyuddham kurutaha, for a while this could be shown. And Ghatotkacha at last, he entraps him in both his arms, entraps him. Bhimasenam badhva vrajasi kathamihatvam viryamullangya bahoho gaja iva dridhapashaihi pidito madbhujabhyam. Now he says that you called me Gaja, but now you are bound by me like a Gaja bound by fetters or by ropes. Okay? Kathamiha vrajasitvam. How can you get released from my bandhana? Viryam ullanghya bahoho. Disgracing and disregarding the power of my arms. Okay, mama bahoho viryam ullanghya atikramya, transgressing that, katham vrajasi, how will you go? I will not let you lose. I will not let you go. Gaja iva dridhapashaihi, upama alankara. Gaja iva dridhapashaihi pidito. As a gaja is pidita, is harassed. When he is tied with ropes and is fettered, similarly, madbhujabhyam, my bhuja are as strong as the chains, as the fetters, and once you are entrapped in that, it is unlikely for you to get your moksha from this bahubandhana. So, gaja iva dridhapashaihi, my pasha, my bandhana is very dridha, very strong, and you cannot likely escape this. Gaja iva dridhapashaihi pidito madbhujabhyam. And Bhimasena really admires Atmagatam, he says, Katham grihitosmyanena, Katham anena grihitaha asmi. I am really bound by him. I am really seized, grasped close, by him. Katham grihitosmi. It seemed improbable, impossible for Bhimasena, yet the fact is, grihitaha asmi anena. Oh, I have been captured. I have been held captive by him. And he says, Atmagatam, Bhosuyodhana, O Duryodhana, O Suyodhana, Vardhate te Shatrupakshaha, Kritaraksho bhava. Please be prepared to protect your own self, because your enemy army, enemy side is growing stronger and stronger. This after the Vanavasa, the Yuddha is inevitable. The Kuru Yuddha, the Kurukshetra Yuddha is unavoidable. After all this humiliation and the Vanavasa of 13 years, it is not likely that though there were some peace negotiations and Dautya happening, both the parties knew that it was a last attempt, but an attempt in vain. Everybody knew that there is an inevitable Yuddha and there is, what you can say, mass extinction of humanity in that Yuddha. So, Bhosuyodhana vardhate te Shatrupakshaha. Your Shatrupaksha, your enemy's party is growing not only by number, getting stronger and stronger. With people like Ghatotkacha who can hold me, captive, and I can't escape from his Bahubandhana. So, just Kritaraksho bhava, be prepared to protect yourself. It is very unlikely that you will be spared by Ghatotkacha. Ghatotkacha alone is enough, is sufficient to kill the entire Kuru army. That is, and uska hriday kaise phool utta hai. for his putra premna garvitaha, So, bho purusha, but openly he says, bho purusha avahito bhava. Be prepared, I am going to loosen myself and escape from your bahubandhana. Avahitosmi. Yes, I am ready. Bhimasenaha niyuddha bandham avadhuya. What is that? Niyuddha is Malla Yuddha, the Bahu Yuddha. The bandhana, the binding caused in the Malla Yuddha, avadhuya, disregarding that. That means he gets himself freed from the Bahu Bandhana. Niyuddha bandham avadhuya. Even in the stage direction there is slight anuprasasi. Niyuddha bandhamanu avadhuya. Dhakara is alliterated. Niyuddha bandham avadhuya. Vyapanaya baladarpam drishta sarosi veera nahi mama parikhedo vidyate bahu yuddhe. You must be very, very happy, right, O Purusha, that you could bind me in your bahu bandhana. It's not true. I could free myself, see, I could escape from that. Vyapanaya baladarpam. So whatever darpa, whatever pride you have on your strength, bala, on your strength, bala, your prowess, your valor, whatever pride you are nurturing because you are so brave, vyapanaya. Take it aside, cast it away. Drishtasarosi veera. I have seen how much prowess you have, how valorous you are, I have seen. Very sarcastically. कितने पराक्रमी हो देख लिया हमने. दृष्टसारोसी. दृष्टम सारम येन or yasya saha. So what is your sara? What is your strength? I have already judged it. You thought that you can easily bind me and you can take me to your mother. It's not true. I have judged. मैंने नाप लिया है, मैंने भाप लिया है, मैंने जांच लिया है. Okay? So I have already tested, I have already examined your valor. So you don't have that pride on your strength. You are not as strong as me. Okay? Nahi mama parikhedo. And you must have felt, that this fellow Bhimasena will be tired after this niyuddha. Nahi mama parikhedo vidyate bahu yuddhe. In the bahu yuddha, I never get tired. This is my favorite game. This is not only a yuddha strategy, this is my diversion. This is my passion. So Malla Yuddha or Bahu Yuddha is like very passion. And when you are passionate about a thing, you never get tired doing it again and again and again and again. Right? And therefore, Nahi mama parikhedo vidyate bahu yuddhe. I am not at all, even a bit tired. Parikhedaha, shramaha. I am not tired at all. Exhaust होने की तो बात ही छोड़ दो. I am not even tired a little bit also. Nahi mama parikhedo vidyate bahu yuddhe. And therefore, cast away, remove your darpa on your strength. Ghatotkachaha katham anenapi nashakyate hantum. Oh, Bahubandha, that also futile. Oh, he got escaped. Anenapi nashakyate hantum kinnu khalu karishye. He is getting desperate. When people get desperate, they make mistakes. Right? When they get desperate, they make mistakes. He is doing one mistake, which will be rectified later, Kinnu khalu karishye bhavatu. Drishtam. Okay, there is one more means, What are all the measures which he has taken to captivate Bhimasena? Prathamam sthula vruksham utpatya kshipati. Then Shailakutam utpatya kshipati. Then Bahu yuddhe bandhanam karayati. And now the fourth one, Drishtam asti matru prasada labdhaha maya pashaha. My mother being a Rakshasi, she has taught me how to bind a person magically. Mayaya pasham. katha kartum shakyate tad aham jnatavan mama matus sakashat. Okay? Matra prasada labdha maya pashaha. I have that maya pasha with me. This pasha, this noose, pasha is noose, the fetter. It is not actual pasha which you throw at a person. This is maya, aindrajalika. You just think of it and do achamana with the water. Think of it and just release an arrow upward and the pasha will come and you are getting entrapped like a Spider-Man, will entrap you. Something like that. I mean, this could be shown in the films like that. Asti matru prasada labdha maya pashaha. Tena badhva enam neshyami. I shall bind him with that maya pasha and I will take him. Kutah khalu apaha. But for that, he needs to do achamana. There has to be a mantra recitation which he does upanshu in his mind, manasa japa. But then apa is required for doing achamana. Kutah khalu apaha. Now, he doesn't require, somebody to give him a kamandalu and, some water in his hand. He just has to order. Apastavat, bhogire, oh mountain. The person who can easily chop off the tip of the mountain can easily get water flowing from the mountain streams, right? Bhogire, oh mountain. Apastavat, I want some water. Hanta, Sravati, the mountain starts, oozing with water. So he gets some water. Achamya mantram japati. So this is the mantra. This is the difference between the astra and the shastra. Shastra is something which you hold in your hand and then strike against the opponent. Like a bow and an arrow, like a mace or a club, like a sword, They are like the spear which you hold it in your hand and then throw it, right? So these are all the things which you wield, you hold in your hands. Unlike Shastra, it is Astra which you just have to mentally recite a mantra, remember that Astra and it works, okay? So Achamya mantram japati. Bho Purusha Maya Pashena Baddhastvam Vivashaha Anugamishasi Rajase Rajjubhir Baddhaha Shakradhvajaha Iva Utsave Iti Mayaya Baddhnati. And he binds Bhimasena with Maya, with his magic, okay? Maya. Maya Pashena Baddhahatvam. You are already tied by your Maya, by my Maya. Vivashaha, you are under my control now. You don't have any control. Wherever I drag you, you will have to follow me. Vivashaha, uncontrolled by yourself, you will follow me wherever I want you to. Anugamishasi, and how you are looking now, tied with the pasha, all around with the rajjus, all around with the ropes. Rajase rajjubhihi baddhaha shakradhvajaha iva utsave. You look beautiful, Rajase. You are shining like a Shakradhvaja in the Shakra Mahotsava or Indra Mahotsava. Indra Maha or Shakra Maha. This is a festival, this is a Vedic festival, and from Vedic times, the festivals in India. Now the festivals, if you are counting, it is Deepavali or Holikotsava or Vasantotsava and all that. But in the Vedic times, Indra Maha was the most popular festival. And what is this Indra Maha? I will tell you something more about it. Indra Maha, Maha is a festival, Maha Pujayam, basically Maha Pujayam, where Indra is worshipped and a dhvaja is erected, a pole is erected in the honor of Shakra or Indra, and that is for what? That is for showing our gratitude to the god of rains, He has showered in plenitude, and therefore there is a harvest, bumper harvest, and this is our way to show our gratitude to Indra by erecting a flag in his honor. Basically, when he says Yashtiriva, Indradhvaja Rajase Rajjubhir Baddha Shakradhvaja Iva Utsave. This Dhvaja is a Yashti, is a pole of wood, wooden pole. So that means you are like a Yashti, you are like a wooden stick who cannot react or respond. Parispanda Shakti Virahat. Because you are already tied, Rajjubhihi, you are tied with the ropes, you can't even move, let alone, escape from that Maya Pasha. You are tied so tightly that you cannot even move, even if you wish to. So therefore you are Vivasha, and therefore you have been rendered to the situation of being a Yashti who cannot react or respond. Parispanda Shakti Virahat Tvam Yashtiriva Shobhase Ityarthaha. This is the Dhvani. When Shakradhvajaha Iva Shobhase, this is sarcastic. Shakradhvaja Iva Shobhase is a sarcastic comment. Basically, I have rendered you to a very pitiable situation of being just a log of a pole of wood, You can't even move. Unless I loosen the fetters, you can't even move. So you are under my control, you are Vivasha. That's what Ghatotkacha wants to emphasize. So this is a Vyanjana, the hidden meaning which you can take out. And now coming to Indradhvaja. Indradhvajaha nama vrishtyartham radnyam pujyaha indra sambandhi kopi dhvajaha venu yashti mayaha. Venu is bamboo yashti. Taduktam Bhavishottara Purane. So this is told in the Bhavishottara Purana, and the Yashti is normally of Arjuna Bruksha. Arjuna is a tree whose bark is quite white in color, and therefore our Arjuna, the Pandava Arjuna, is called Arjuna because he is as white, as fair as the bark of Arjuna tree. Okay. And now this Indra Maha is usually performed by the kings. This I am reading from my thesis, Vedic Elements in Puranic Mantras and Rituals, and this was published in 2000, 22 years back. So I had done some research on these Vedic gods and all. So because it's already there, I am just reading a part of that. So this is performed by the kings for good rains and bountiful harvest. Naturally, it is performed in the rainy season. It is performed on the Bhadrapada Shukla Dwadashi. Bhadrapada Shukla Dwadashi. Agni Purana says that on the first day of the Bhadrapada, a mansion, a prasada is erected to the east of the royal palace, and there Indra, Shachi and Indradhvaja are worshipped from the 1st to the 10th day, from Bhadrapada Pratipada to Bhadrapada Dashami. All these are worshipped. On the 11th day, the worshipper observes fast, Upavasa, and on the 12th day, that is Bhadrapada Shukla Dwadashi, he hoists the flag, the Shakra Dhvaja. This is in the Agni Purana. The pole bearing the flag seems to be very high, and this is very high like our flag post, which is very high. And Kalidasa has mentioned it in Raghuvamsha very interestingly. The pole bearing flag seems to be very high, so much so that the people have to raise their eyes up to look at the tip of the pole. So, Puruhuta Dhvajasyeva Tasya Unnayana Panktayaha. The flag mast is so high. Kalidasa is mentioning how these subtle remarks of the festival are done by the literary artist, where he aptly compares the glory of King Raghu to the flagstaff. People are aghast and looking up, Puruhuta Dhvajasyeva Tasya Unnayana Panktayaha. The Puranas do refer to the festival as such, but do not furnish us with much details. This is the details only from 1st to 10th, and 11th fast, and 12th is the hoisting of the flag. But A.M. Shastri has dealt this topic elaborately, adding exhaustive notes, A.M. Shastri in his book of Brihat Samhita of Varaha Mihira. So the Puranas do not give you the entire thing, but Varaha Mihira's Brihat Samhita gives you many more details of that. India as seen in the Brihat Samhita is the book by Dr. A.M. Shastri. So this is about the Shakradhvaja. Maya pashena baddhastvam vivashaha anugamishyasi rajase rajjubhir baddhaha Shakradhvajaha iva utsave. So though you look like Shakradhvaja, there is a hidden sarcasm in that you have been rendered to just a pole of wood, and you can't even move from this, let alone getting loosened and getting freed from this. Iti mayaya badhnati. Katham maya pashena baddhosmi. Oh, I am bound by the maya pasha. Kimidanim karishye. For the first time, Bhimasena is thinking what he should do. Bhavatu drishtam. If there is a maya pasha with Ghatotkacha, Bhimasena has something else, right, to get himself free. So there are like moves and what the pratispanda for that, like the counter moves, like in chess you do the moves and the counter moves. So for every move of Ghatotkacha, there is a counter move by Bhimasena. Bhavatu drishtam. If Ghatotkacha had Matru Prasadat Labdhaha Maya Pashaha, Bhima says, Asti me Maheshwara Prasadat Labdhaha Maya Pasha Moksho Mantraha. I have a mantra which can free me from any sort of pasha. And this has been obtained by me from Maheshwara, from Shiva. Maheshwara Prasadat Labdhaha Maya Pasha Moksho Mantraha. Tam japami. But again he will need water. He will also need water. Now Ghatotkacha, when he was in need of water, he just, oh bhogire apastavad, and the water, shastravati, and he just drank that water, sipped that water. Bhimasena is not a Rakshasa. He is not expert in the Maya Yuddha and the Mayavi techniques, and therefore for him the actual water is ready there, because the Madhyama Brahmana Putra went with his Kamandalu to the river, right? And he has brought water. So it all falls in line. There are no loose threads here left by Bhasa. Okay? Tam japami. Kutah khalu apaha. Bho Brahmana Kumara. Anaya Kamandalu gataha apaha. You have Kamandalu filled with water. Anaya Kamandalu gataha apaha. Vruddha gives the water. Imaha apaha. Bhimaha adaya achamya mantram japtva mayam apanayati. He recites the mantra. There are 3 Labanta, Purva Kalavachaka Dhatu Sadhita Vyaya, the gerunds used in the same stage direction. 3 gerunds in a sentence with only one finite verb. Apanayati is the finite verb. He removes mayam, that magical fetter. Mantram japtva, by reciting the mantra. But before that, adaya achamya. He takes the water, achamya, sips it, recites the mantra, 3 actions in gerund form, and then apanayati as a finite verb. Ghatotkacha. Aye patitaha pashaha. Oh, the pashas are fallen. The pashas have fallen. Kimidanim karishye. What shall I do now? Now all his efforts are turned futile by Bhimasena, by his counter moves. And therefore, bhavatu drishtam, bho purusha, purva samayam smara. He has no other strategy now left with him, and therefore he just reminds Bhimasena, you had assured, you had promised me that instead of that Madhyama Brahmana Kumara, you will follow me. Purva Samayam Smara. Remember the contract, the verbal assurance you gave me. Samayamiti Esha Smarami. Yes, Samaya, no? That promise I gave you. Yes, Smarami. Gacchagrataha. Okay, you go. I will follow. So, 4 types of measures Ghatotkacha does, and there are counter moves by Bhimasena. So, at last, Ghatotkacha has to rely on the assurance given by Bhimasena. Now, if there were any other person but Bhimasena or a Kshatriya, then he could have escaped that you are not able to bind me, so forget about coming with you. But Bhimasena being a Kshatriya, once एक जबान दिया है, एक बार जबान दी है तो प्राण जाए पर वचन न जाए. This is not only for Rama Ikshvaku Kulotpanna. This is for all the Kshatriyas. So once I have assured you, I will fulfill my promise. So Gacha Agrataha, you go, I will follow you. So let them go. We will meet Hidimba in the next lecture, next Sunday. I would like to remind you again that we are having in SIF Samvada Sukta camp from 16th January to 21st January. 5 Samvada Suktas, the dialogue hymns from the Rigveda, very interesting ones, letting emergence of human feelings and emotions, and very relishable, very poetic in nature. So please spread the word and do your bookings, and I would like you to come here on campus before 15th morning, 15th January, because every 15th, every Shankramana day, we have a Lakshmi Narayana Puja annually for the welfare of the donors. So if at all you are registering for the camp, ensure that you are in the campus before 15th morning, that is before 10 o'clock 15th. Maybe you can come here on 14th night or 15th early morning so that you can benefit from the puja. Hari Om. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.